Video you are about to watch want to teach you quadratic expression. How does quadratic expression looks like? Quadratic expression is quite different from quadratic equation. But you must understand the quadratic expression before quadratic equation. So this is an examples of quadratic expression. Example 1. So factorize a squared minus 17a plus 42. This is an expression. If it has an equality sign, we call it an equation. If we are to factorize this, what are the first thing to do? In this equation, you firstly to factorize a squared minus 17a plus 42. You split it, you find the factors of 42. Factors of 42. You also find the sum of factors. So, what is the first factor is you can have, and the factor you are going to have is when you add up the factor, when you multiply the factor together, it will be positive. That is the first thing. So this is plus 42. If you have minus 42 and minus 1, by the time you add them together, we have minus 43. But by the time you multiply minus 42 minus 1, it will surely give us plus 42. That is the factor to look. Not that finding the factor, by the time you multiply them together, it will now give you minus 42. No, that is not how to factorize. Let's find another factor. B, we try to reduce it. We have minus 21 and minus 2. When you multiply these two, as I've said, it will be plus 42. But when you add up, you now say add. By the time you add minus 21 and the minus 2, give us minus 23. Let's find another factor that we have a minus 14 and minus 3. Let's add together, we have minus 17. But by the time we multiply, it gives us plus 42. Let's have another factor, minus 7 and minus 6. So by the time we add up together, it gives us minus 13. So what prompts us about the factors and what prompts us about the sum of the factor? The first thing you have to consider is the moment you had minus 42 and minus 1, you have to find the one that's equal to minus 17. But by the time you multiply minus 42 minus 1, it will give you plus 42. Consider that factor, plus 42. So you will now pick one of these. So any classwork I give to you on this, you must analyze this for me. So this will give you an opportunity to understand these factors very well. So let's consider C. Now, C obey what we need. By the time you're able to see that in multiply minus 14 and minus 3 together, we have plus 42. By the time we add them together to have minus 14 plus minus 3, usually give us minus 17. So what I'm just trying to say here, times minus 3, it gives us plus 42. So you must consider this. So telling us that a squared minus 17a plus 42 is equal to a squared minus 14a minus 3a plus 42. So this is the method we use to factorize. You firstly consider 2 by 2. In first 2, a is common. We have a minus 14. In the second 2, minus 3 is common. We have a minus 14. How? Minus 3 times minus 14 will give you plus 42. So a minus 14, both are common. We have a minus 3, open a bracket onto a minus 14. So this is how to factorize. This is what we mean by quadratic expression. So let's have another wonderful example that explains this quadratic expression for us. And this is where the quadratic equation starts from. But you must understand this before you go to quadratic equation. So this is second example. Now, our first step here is that let's multiply to factorize this x squared plus 8x minus 20. I'm able to let you know that we have used one method. Now, the second method about using this is, we said we categorize sum as sum of the factor to be plus 8x and the product of the factor to be s squared times 20, which is equal to 20s squared. Now, which is equal to minus 20s squared. So we have minus 20s squared. So now there's two things that you need to look about, which is factors of minus 20s squared and the sum of factors. Now, as in the two factors of minus 20s squared, that when you multiply, it will surely give you minus 20s squared, but by the time you sum it up, it will surely give you plus 8. Now, for example, let's say the first one is minus 20x and plus x. When you multiply these two, it will surely give you minus 20x. But when you add it together, it gives you minus 19x. Let's find another factor that reduces it. This is how you are going to be finding the factor. Make sure you practicalize this. We have plus 20x and minus x. When you also add this together, it gives you plus 19x. But recall, plus times minus, it surely give you minus. So 20x times s is give you 20s. So telling us that plus 20x to multiply minus x give us minus 20s squared. Minus 20x and to multiply plus s also give us minus 20s squared. But their summation is quite different. Let's go further. Let's go further to have minus 10x and plus 2x. Still able to understand this factor that minus 10x times plus 2x surely give us minus 20x. But by the time we add them together, we have minus 8x. Let's change this sign to plus 10x and minus 2x. It's still the same value. Plus 10x times minus 2x give us minus 20x, but by the time you add them together, we have plus 8x. So there's a way and what we have to find, sum is plus 8x, product should be minus 20x. You must consider minus times minus, which is equal to plus, minus times plus, which is equal to minus. You must consider these two factors when you are doing this analysis. So the D, you don't just conclude that you have gotten your answer and you stop there. Let's also try to find the last factor, minus 5x and plus 4x. By adding them together, we have minus x. By multiplying, we have minus 20x². Let's try to find f. We have plus 5x and minus 4x. Adding them together, we have plus x, but multiply together, we have minus 20x². So this is how we factorize an expression. So therefore, what are we now to pick? What do we need? We need plus 8s and minus 20s², which is, and what give us that? The D give us that because we need plus 8, which is this. And what brought the plus 8? These are the two factors that brought the plus 8. So you are going to pick these two values now to have telling us that x² plus 8x minus 20 is equal to, so instead of writing s² plus 8s minus 20, you will now write s² plus 10x minus 2x, because these are the two that brought plus 8 minus 20, telling us that this, by the time you add it together again, it will give you plus 8. So let's rearrange to have s² minus 2x plus 10x plus 20. So let's split it into 2. What's common from this side? S is common, it remain x minus 2 plus 10 is also common from 10x plus 20. We have x, sorry, this is a minus, it's minus 20. Let's clean it from our board. So we have a minus 20. So therefore we have 10 onto x minus 2. So telling us that the final expression here, because minus 2 is common, we have x plus 10, x minus 2. So this is how we factorize. So I would like to give you a classwork which you are going to do for anybody watching this video to know maybe, and you must analyze the way I do it to me, and will make me to understand the fact that you are getting what we are trying to do. So before we go to quadratic equation, so let's have a class work. So 1, factorize all this expression. So we have a 1, factorize s² plus 13x minus 48. 2, s² plus 39x plus 38. 3, factorize t² minus t minus 12. 4, factorize h squared plus 3h minus 40, 5, factorize n squared minus 18n plus 32. So follow the same procedure to do this classwork. So there's another a little part of quadratic expression that we want to solve now. So do this to show for you to have a practical stage of what we have been doing since. So this is our next example. We are to factorize 2a squared plus 7a minus 15. We follow the same procedure to do this. What is the first procedure? We have sum. Our sum is plus 7a. We have product, which is equal to 2a squared to multiply minus 15, which is equal to minus 30a squared. So telling us that we find the product to be minus 30a squared and we find sum to be 7a. So factors and sum. We see the same procedure. So let's assume we have minus 30a minus 30a and plus a. So when you multiply minus 30a and plus a, it will surely give us, when you multiply to give us minus 30a squared. So when you add it together, we have minus 29a. It is not what we need. Will you change the signs of minus 30 to plus 30a and minus a. Let's multiply the two. It gives us minus 30a squared. But when you add also, it gives us plus 29a. Let's have another factor, minus 15a and plus 2a. When you multiply, it gives us minus 30a squared. But when you add together, it gives us minus 13a. Change the sign of minus 15 to plus 15 and minus 2a. When you multiply plus 15a to multiply minus 2a, it surely gives us minus 30a squared. So therefore, we have plus 13a. So the next procedure is, let's have plus 10a and plus 3a minus 3a So when you add this together, plus 10a and minus 3a give us plus 7a. But when you multiply plus 10a to multiply minus 3a, it gives us minus 30a squared. So therefore, that is what we are looking for. But for example, you must do all. So for you to understand exactly where you are going to change this to minus 10a and plus 3a. So by the time you add them together, we have minus 7a. So just telling you that we are following the same procedure. Let's have minus 6a and plus 5a. It gives us minus a, because there's sometimes you are going to need all this. There's not necessary that you 7a in some question. So also we have plus 6a and minus 5a. It will give us plus 6a and minus 5a. So when you add it together, you have plus a. So the value here is plus a. This one is minus a. So What exactly we now need is plus a and minus 3a and plus 7a. That is our sum, and this is our factors that we are now going to use in the equation, in the expression. So we now have 2a squared plus 7a minus 15. It will surely give you 2a squared plus 10a minus 3a minus 15. So you try to find exact factors that are common between two equations. We have 2a here is common. We have a plus 5. Also minus 3 is common. We have a plus 5. So that's why we have 2a minus 3 onto a plus 5. So this is how we factorize this expression. Please, you must understand that there's a difference between expression and equation. Equation is the one that have an equality sign after the expression. So let's also have another wonderful examples that you can come across in solving quadratic expression. Let's have example 4. In example 4, he said, factorize 7 minus 22x plus 3x squared. So in factorizing this, we still follow the same procedure. What our procedure? We don't need to be analyzing as big as before until we just get the exact value and we stop there. Our first procedure will find the sum. The sum we need is minus 22x. That is the expression here. Let me write it here. We have minus 22 plus 3x. So the product is 7 to multiply plus 3 sk, which is equal to plus, we must consider the sign, please, plus 21s squared. So now, this is where we are going to. We find two factors that in adding them together, we have minus 22x. In having their product, plus 21x. So, we said factors and sum. So, the first factor of 22 is 22 and 1. So, we have, let's just have like 20. What we are going to multiply to also give us 22. Let's have minus 22x and plus, that will give us 21. So automatically it cannot be minus 22x. So the first thing you are going to do is minus 21. So you must consider all what I'm doing here. So we cannot use 22 as we are using it before, because you're able to realize that the sum is now greater than the product. So you must consider that analysis, me telling you that we have minus, this is product, minus 21x and minus x. Let's consider this one, minus 21x and minus x. By the time you add it together, by the time you multiply this, it gives us minus 21 plus 21. So by the time you add it together, it gives us minus 22x. So this is not the factor to use, because this is an exceptional way, because the sum is greater than the product. So you must consider some factors before having that. So That's why we now have minus 21x and minus x. This one is, by the time we now add it together, we have minus 22x, which we have able to get what we need, because minus 21x to multiply minus x will give us plus 21x. So the expression 7 minus 22x plus 3x squared will now give you 7 minus 21x minus x plus 21x squared. You can decide to rearrange like this: minus 21x plus 21x squared. So you also split it into 2, that 1 is common here, 7 minus x, but minus 21 is also common here. We have, let's try to, if so, we have a x minus, let's start all over, please. Sorry. So this is, I've said it early that our product is plus 21. This is how this one is quite different. We have 7 minus 21x minus x plus 3. So it is 7 and 3 that give us plus 21. So from here, you split it. 7 is common. We have 1 minus 3x. From here, minus s is common. We have 1 minus 3x. So we have 7 minus x. And we have 1 minus 3x. So telling us that when you multiply these two expressions, it will surely give you this. Let's try to do that. 7 times 7. 7 times 1, we have 7. 7 times minus 3, we have a minus 21x. Minus x times 1, we have minus x. Minus x times minus 3x squared, we have plus 3x squared. So we have 7 minus 22. We have a minus 22x plus 3x squared. So we are able to go back to our solution, to our question. So let's also have another good example that relates this again for we to get it better. So this is another example that you discover that the it's also have a number in the coefficient of s squared. Now let's try to factorize this. In factorizing this, the first thing we have sum to be minus 14x. And we have products. Please don't forget these two factors. And what are the products? It's 8s squared to multiply minus 9, which is minus 72s squared. So, if it is minus 72s squared, let's try to find factors. Factors of minus 72s squared and sum of factors. Sum of factors. So the first thing is minus. Here, what it makes different from our former example is you realize that the sum is greater than the product. When it is that, you must give it a special attention. But this is normal. The sum is less than the product. So this is another factor. So we have minus 72x and plus x. So when you add this together, we have minus 71x. When you multiply both, we have minus 72x squared. Let's also have another factor, minus 36x and plus 2. So by the time we add, we have a minus 34x. So minus 36x to multiply plus 2x, we have minus 72s squared. But by the time we add them together, we have minus 34. But there is still some that we are looking for. These are the things that will give you a confidence in doing this. Let's also reduce this to minus 18x. You don't need to do much now. And when you do this to minus 18, this will be plus 4. You know, when you try to multiply this, 18 times 4 will give you 72. So by the time we add them together, we give on minus 14s. You don't need to go further again, because now we have been reaching, you have been getting the explanation. The moment you get what you need, you have to stop. And what we need is this. These are the two. We use this sum to confirm our factor. You will now rewrite the equation again to have 8x squared minus 14x minus 9. We give you 8x squared minus, instead of writing minus 14, you now write the factor, minus 18x plus 4x minus 9. So this is exact area we are going to. So you can split into 2 from this angle, that 2s is common from here. We have 4x minus 9. From also here, 1 is common, plus 1 is common. We have 4x minus 9. So if that should be the case, we have 2x plus 1 onto 4x minus 9. So this is how we factorize. So let me give you one more example that will make you to get it better, to have a better understanding. And before we start our classwork, so we now go to the quadratic equation. This is another good examples of factorization. So we have 2a squared plus 7ab minus 15b squared. How could we factorize this? Now, you have to follow the same procedure. Sum is plus 7ab. Product is 2a squared to multiply minus 15b squared, which will give you minus 30a squared b squared. So let's use the same expression method to solve this. Now, you find factors of minus 30 a squared b squared, and we also find sum. Now we don't need to go much further about this. I've teach you how to analyze, not to waste most of our time, but to get this logic. Now, what are the two numbers to add to give us 7? By the time you multiply to give us minus 30. Now, we have, let's have a factor of plus 5a plus 5b to give us minus 30. let's say plus 5a and 5ab and a plus minus 6ab. What is the sum? The sum will be minus ab. That is not what we are looking for. So also, I'm not following the procedure as at before. And in case you are at high tensions in solving this example. So now we have, let's have like plus 10ab and plus 10ab and minus 3ab. If you add this together, we have plus 7ab. Let's also have minus 10ab and plus 3ab. By the time you add this together, we have minus 7ab. So what I'm just trying to explain in this area is, I know where I'm going to, but I want you to, in case you are an exam, that is why you must practice, so you're able to know some factors offhand. So what we need, our sum should be plus 7ab and our product should be minus 30a square b square. So this is exactly what we need. This is the factor we need. This is the sum that we need. So let's write the equation again. To have 2a square plus 7ab minus 15b square. In having this, instead of writing this, we have 2a squared plus 10ab minus 3ab minus 15b square. So having this, what's common? 2a is common in the first two. A plus 5b. Minus 3b is common. Minus 3b is common. We have a plus, we have a plus 5b. So we have a 2a minus 3b onto a plus 5b. So this is how to factorize this 2a minus 3b onto a plus 5b. So this is how we do this. So let's also have another example that relates to this, that is in the same form. Let's have an example. The next example, which you have, example 8. Now, we have 2a squared b squared plus 7ab minus 15. If you are to factorize this, you are using the same procedure. To do this, the first thing you are going to do, you find sum. Solution. What is our sum? Plus 7ab. What is our product? Our product is 2a squared b squared to multiply minus 15, which is equal to minus 30a squared b squared. Now, this question, our example 8 here, and example 6, that one is example 7, you realize that they are looking for the same product, this, and the same sum. So this is what I want you to understand. But the question is different. But we are looking for the same thing. We are looking for sum of plus 7ab and the product of minus 30a squared b squared. So therefore, we have the same thing that we need the other time, which is our factors of minus 30a squared b squared and sum and the sum. So what is our factor? We try to use plus 10ab and minus 7ab. And the sum is, when we add it together, we have not 7, sorry, it is 3. Sorry, we have minus 3. So 10 times minus 3, it will give minus 30. AB times AB will give us a squared b squared. So when you now add it together, we have plus 7ab. I just want to waste our time. I'm only trying to use exact what we used the other time. So now, instead of now writing 2a squared b squared plus 7ab minus 15, so you will now write 2a squared b squared plus 10ab minus 3ab minus 15. So you split it into 2. What's common here? 2ab is common. Yes. It will remain ab. It will remain ab now plus 5. If you're able to see. So from also here, minus 3 is common. Remain ab plus 5. So if these are the two common, automatically we have 2ab minus 3. This is one factor. Another factor is ab plus 5. This is how to factorize this. So I will want you to do this as classwork, so you will be able to know maybe you are getting it or not. You send the answer to the comment sections. So the first one, factorize the following. 1. 24p squared plus pq minus 23q squared. Number 2, 12 s squared y squared minus 11 xy minus 1. Another one, number 3. The second one is 12s squared. Let me try to claim. 12s squared minus 11xy. So number 3 gives us 12a squared b squared plus 11ab minus 5. Number 4, let's have 5 minus 7a minus 6a squared. So let me also have a very good reasonable example. Good. Number 5, you solve 3m squared plus 5ml minus 2n squared. So these are the very interesting classwork that you're going to solve and send to me. So now, therefore, if you have been watching this video, try to like this video and share this video to your groups and to anywhere you are. So thanks for taking much of your time to watch this video.